Let's get deeper into what the storyline of the 2017 Eagles winning the Super Bowl really means for America, the world, and myself. Super Bowl 52's storyline was based off faith, which was primarily broadcasted through Nick Foles at press conferences all year when he took over the starting quarterback role, coming back to Philadelphia to save their season after Carson Wentz gets injured late in the season. Foles, being very religious, did not hold back his sentiments.
Dude, this guy is amazing me. I don't know if you've ever seen his Twitter, but he says this right on his Twitter account, very boldly. Believer in Jesus Christ, husband, father, son, brother. Doesn't even say anything about football there. Isn't that cool? So after his football career, here's what he says he wants to be. A youth pastor. He wants to be a pastor to youth in high school, which is amazing. Even after the game last night, he said this at the press conference.
There's a time where I was thinking about hanging up the cleats, and I think as people, we deal with struggles, and that was a moment in my life where I thought about it, and I prayed about it, and I'm grateful that I made the decision to come back here and play. I wouldn't be out here without God, without Jesus in my life. I can tell you that first and foremost. I don't have the strength to come out here and play this game like that. And that's a everyday walk. I mean, we have struggles as people, and that's just been my rock and my family.
There's the MVP of the Super Bowl talking boldly about his faith. At the beginning of the season, one of the Eagles, Marcus Johnson, he posted a photograph. They're all in a hotel pool doing a baptism, and Foles was there, a part of that baptism as well, just helping to mentor these guys. An amazing awakening that's happening within the Philadelphia Eagles.
While the word comes from Judaism and Nick is Christian, in many regards, Nick Foles was considered to be the modern-day Messiah for Philadelphia. In 1791, the First Bank of the United States was granted a 20-year charter in Philadelphia. In addition to holding government funds, the bank could collect taxes and make short-term loans to the government. Remember, the game was played at US Bank Stadium with the New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Two very iconic and mythological American team names that date back to the founding of this country.
In the American colonies, public opinions on a war with the mother country were divided. A civil war-like atmosphere ensued in some areas, splitting many families. Those who supported the war against George III in Britain were given the name Patriots. Patriots came from a wide array of social and economic backgrounds. Lawyers such as John Adams and Alexander Hamilton, planters like Thomas Jefferson and George Mason, merchants, farmers, and ordinary citizens all helped to bolster the rebellion. Many patriots were active before the war in the Sons of Liberty or similar groups. The most prominent leaders of the Patriots included wealthy men such as John Hancock, well-educated individuals like Benjamin Franklin, and political activists such as Samuel Adams. Consensus among historians is that around 45% of the white colonists supported the Patriots' cause.
The bald eagle was dubbed the national bird in 1782 because of its beauty, strength, and long lifespan. It's also the only eagle native to North America, but not everyone was pleased with this decision. Benjamin Franklin argued that the turkey should have been the national bird because it's a much more respectable bird, a bird of courage that would not hesitate to attack the British. Considering some of the other contenders were crows, hummingbirds, and chickens, the bald eagle really doesn't seem like that bad of a choice.
There was a much larger occult story at play, which was most likely guided by Masonic influences. The meaning of gospel is the message concerning Christ, the kingdom of God, and salvation. The meaning of parable is a simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson, as told by Jesus in the Gospels. You should now recognize the storyline that played out with Nick Foles being the chosen one, carrying the Eagles to their very first Super Bowl win.